Hi, I'm Carol.
And I'm Katie.
That's not right. If you watch us, you'll know that that's not true. I'm
That's
Katie.
not true.
And she's
I'm
Carol.
Carol.
And the trick with that is that you need to know left from right when you're a leader.
That's right. And also when you're looking in the mirror.
But you know what? Let's talk about leadership. Let's just not even
Okay.
go down that goofy
Okay,
little
let's
trail
don't.
because
Let's don't. I have no idea where you were going anyway.
I don't really, there wasn't any logic to it except power and influence has a lot to do with how I just influenced you through my subtle power of controlling the camera.
Controlling my mind.
Which is why this month, women's leadership is so dependent on how your power and your influence is set up, and we're teaching women the subtleties of that because I think it's full of subtleties.
I'm going to mention something. We did a podcast earlier this month at skirtstrategiespodcast.com, and it was with Jackie Hood. And Dr. Jackie Hood, and she talked about power being something only others can give you. So you can't get power. Only others can give you power. And so that's where the good and evil comes
Not
in.
in a manipulative way, but in a
good
good leadership way. So we have it identified in 5 areas that you can be more of. 5. And they're the 5 B's. B, 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 and B. And the first one is be connected. You can absolutely do something about that. But think about someone that you know that is super connected.
Yes.
They belong to a lot of organizations. Maybe they end up leading a lot of organizations. They get answers. They go out and they know who the person is to go to find answers. They're a connector.
Yes.
Yeah, like Malcolm Gladwell says in The Tipping Point, those are the people that are connectors. Those people have influence because you go to them knowing that they can send you to where you need to go for an answer.
They can get you in the right place.
Yes. So that's the first of your B's, be connected. The second one, to gain some power and influence, be knowledgeable. Know your stuff.
Be an expert. So one part of power is expertise. If you have expertise in something, people will come to you, and it gives you a certain amount of power.
In an organization, that's great. You want to be the
expert on something.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are there any downsides of that?
Yes, there are. There are downsides. If you become too much of an expert, you leave yourself out of being a generalist. So have some expertise, but know things about other things as well.
You don't want to get pigeonholed into,
Right.
You only know this, therefore we're only going to use you for this. All right, that's the second B. The third is to be visible. Women can be great at this, but sometimes we're not so visible.
We can shy away from that visibility. So
toot your own horn.
Don't do that. And we've told you many times, sit at the table, raise your hand, do the things that make you visible, because your voice is just as important as anybody else's in the room.
It's kind of tied to that, be connected. When you're more connected, the way to get more connected is to be out there and to be visible.
Yes.
So attend events. Be a speaker. This is one of the things we identify in our book, and one of the 249 success tips at Skirt Strategies is a great leader shares her knowledge and is out there speaking and
volunteer to speak at
a brown bag.
Yeah, at a brown bag, really at a Rotary Club or whatever. You have expertise, use it and tell people about it.
Great. Your public speaking skills are great for your self-confidence and your leadership.
Yes, they are.
Unless you completely screw up and then your self-confidence.
Then you can really screw up.
And then people just love you because you screwed up and you're just a human being. Fourth B, be unique. Be different, stand out in a good way. Be unique. What do people come to you for that you're unique with? And that could be kind of expertise as well. Could be in your knowledgeable area.
Mm-hmm.
But what is it that you want to make sure that people know that you have? Is there something you can do that's different?
All I can think of is, so what does everybody endorse you for on LinkedIn?
Yeah.
And I'm just kidding. Maybe that's not the thing you want to be unique about, because it's never terribly unique. And it's not anymore.
I have a great strategic planning approach that's, for some groups, is perfect, because you don't come up, we don't create a strategic plan that's half an inch thick in a document, but it's a fun, interactive way of getting a vision and a strategic plan around it, the guts of it down, and it's people love it, and it's kind of known for that.
Katie's
lately.
Unique in that way.
And it's one of those unique things.
Yeah.
Number 5, the last of those B's, is to be likable. Be likable. You think about someone who you think highly of.
Yes.
that you like. You think highly of them because they are charismatic or they're likable or they're complimentary to you. They're just a good person. They have influence over you. And I think of a friend of mine, my friend Anne, who's so good at being complimentary. She's a great listener. She's a role model to me. And so to me, not only is she just a role model, but if she were to need to get something out of me, I'd jump. I jump because I just think she hangs the moon. She does things
Right. Well, you
so
want to be liked by her. She's likable. She's got lots of friends. So it's that, yeah.
That's a type of power. That's a type of power because you can influence others through that. See, you would never have thought of that as power, but it really is. So,
Oh, absolutely. And you think about those people that are really likable and that, you know, they're just jovial and fun and people want to be around them. That is a kind of power.
now it'd be nice if you had all those types of power and authority, meaning you had some control over resources as well. But in our day-to-day world, sometimes more things get done through these subtle types of power versus through the position power with the person that has the budget control or
Well, we'll teach you that too.
We
How
will?
to get the position, yes. How to get the
Because
authority and the position and the resources.
Well, if you do all these other B's, the 5 B's, aren't
That's
you more
right.
likely to be promoted?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dig that.
Yeah.
Well, that's worthy of remembering. And so that is the topic for you skirt strategists to chase down right now. And we love the fact that you're following us. If you are one of our dedicated followers, as in a subscriber, it's only $8 a month. And you will be getting a weekly assignment around a certain leadership area. Those of you that are following during this month that happens to be October will be getting a assignment around different types of power and influence and how to chase those down and get better at them. Something we think is pretty worthwhile, and for $8 a month, I'm not sure how you could argue with it.
You can't.
You can't. So join us. Join us in being part of our tribe. Thanks for following Skirt Strategies, and make sure you stick to that website and keep track of what we're doing every single month. We'd love to have you with us.